Hi guys. Today we're playing Jurassic Monster World. Let's battle. Đó để thôi con quay cái phim con. Trời. Đúng xong rồi. Cân tới nè. I think this might be the end of our video, so cho có xong một cái tập liền được không? Có mới lên cái tập này kia coi đi ăn luôn rồi. Come on, let's go, guys. Let's go, boy. Oh gosh. Okay. Hi. Come on, let's shoot him. Go eat my... Guys, I just go turn on a YouTube video that you guys can watch.
Almond. It has Cheerios topped with whole grain oats and sliced almonds for a delicious hearty crunch the whole fam will love. New Cheerios Oat Crunch Almond, also available in cinnamon and oats and honey.
I'm back.
15 Minecraft bugs that Mojang never patched. Over the years, Minecraft has had plenty of glitches. The glitches we're covering, Mojang either hasn't fixed yet or refuses to even address them. At this point, we might even call them features. And hey, the YouTube penguin bet me that it's impossible to subscribe to the channel before it crosses this icy lake. So, to prove them wrong, water that red sub button down below. It's free, and it helps out a ton. Number 1. Now, as a little thought experiment, I want you to look at this mob and try to guess what the glitch is. Go ahead, what do you think is wrong with it? Do you see it? Do you see the glitch yet? Well, I'll tell you that the glitch is that this is actually supposed to be a pig. Or rather, it was. See, creepers actually came into the game because of a failed pig model. Sure enough, Minecraft's most iconic mob came from one of the most mundane. So if you want to talk about the quintessential glitch that became a feature, this might be Minecraft's most famous. Or in fact, this might be one of the most famous glitches that ever became a feature in history. And thank God it did, because honestly, I cannot imagine Minecraft without a creeper. I mean, it's not often that your failed 3D model ends up on this much merch. Just saying. Number 2. So this is a weird one, because in fairness to Mojang, they have tried to get rid of this feature once or twice. And that, of course, is the many different X-ray bugs that exist in Minecraft. While I personally remember back in the day when I'd try to light up caves, I'd push a redstone block into my head, composters are way more of the popular option these days. And while sure, these glitches don't exactly work like the X-ray features in hacked clients, they aren't exactly intentional. But if for the time being you want to use this while Mojang still has it in the game, all you gotta do is push these different blocks into your player model, and just like that, you'll be seeing every unlit cave, and who knows, maybe even some diamonds down there. Number 3. The redstone community is one of the cornerstones of Minecraft, and for good reason. They do a lot of great stuff. But it's weird to think that so much of the community, at least in Java, is built around a glitch. The community calls it quasi-connectivity. And what this refers to is a bug in the code that allows for a piston, as well as dispensers and droppers, to be activated when blocks directly above them or diagonally above them receive a redstone signal, even if they're not getting one directly. Which sure enough means that we're able to power pistons like this, even if it doesn't make direct sense. And if you want any further proof that this is unintentional, it doesn't exist in Bedrock Edition. It's just the Java people who get to play around with this. And for all of you playing Bedrock, I hope for your sake it gets added in intentionally someday. Number 4. Minecraft has a couple of different blocks that are famously not able to be broken in survival. And while it's the case with command blocks and end portal frames, I think all of us think to Bedrock first. But even though our pickaxe might not do a great job at trying to get through this block, that doesn't mean it's not possible in survival. Because strange as it is, it actually seems like it's getting easier and easier in every coming update to get rid of Bedrock. Well, in the past, I remember having to do this through different long redstone circuits and TNT minecarts and such. From now, all the blocks that you need for it can fit easily in a hotbar. It's just getting that simple. And hey, I'm not complaining, it lets me build my nether hub without any kind of gas. I see that as an absolute win. Number 5. One of the monumental discoveries that shaped the landscape of Minecraft Redstone has to be these block update detector switches. These bud switches, as the community likes to call them, are such an essential way to how we play the game. I mean, up until 1.11, it was the only way to tell if a block got updated. And folks, it doesn't take a lot of redstone know-how to see just how useful one of those could be for farms. Which is why, luckily for us, Mojang added these in officially through the form of observers. Now, that's not to say that the original bud switch isn't still in the game. As you can see here, both are working the same way. But what we do have here is convenience, which I think is how Mojang actually sought to replace it. Because if you ask me if I want to build this whole circuit or just place down one of these blocks with a face, I'm definitely taking my option with the straight face. Number 6. Now, of course, with Minecraft's wonky world generation, you're sometimes going to see non-flowing water. But that's not all that exciting, because as soon as you block update, it's just going to pour over. That is, unless you use this trick using seagrass and bone meal, because apparently that bug hasn't been fixed yet. With a setup like so, you can place a water bucket at the top of a 2-block structure, and then throw in some of that seagrass right there at the bottom and bone meal it. Just like that, remove the blocks on the sides, and you got your very own non-flowing water. And while that's cool, that's not even the last part, because as you can see, no block update is actually going to get this to flow over. Somehow the seagrass just keeps it all in that 1 cubic meter. So is this game breaking? I guess technically, but it's not exactly overpowered. Number 7. Anyone who's ever messed around with the enchanted books in Minecraft knows that certain things are mutually exclusive. So, for example, the way that it is in the current versions of Minecraft, you can't put together all the protection types under one piece of armor. But strangely so, for a brief period of time back in 1.14, that wasn't the case. So after it got reported in the bug tracker, most people thought that was the end of it. But that's not the end of the story. Because as you can see, if you made this armor back in 1.14 and then just continue to play through all the different versions of Minecraft, then as it goes, that armor didn't get updated, and it still functioned as a piece of armor with all the different protection types. So if you played Minecraft back in 1.14, you definitely have something to show for it. Number 8. Unless you build something in the spawn chunks, then most of the time, it's not going to get loaded if you're not there. At least, that's how it was supposed to be. Clearly, there were plenty of different unintentional methods to do this. And while most of us thought that every time one of these popped up, Mojang was just going to squish it like that, strangely enough, it actually became an intended feature through At least, that's how it was supposed to be. Clearly, there were plenty of different unintentional methods to do this. And while most of us thought that every time one of these popped up, Mojang was just going to squish it like that, strangely enough, it actually became an intended feature through the help of nether portal chunk loaders. The setup that we have here is super simple. All that's happening is that an item will get sent through the portal every 300 ticks. After that, the item comes back, and then it goes into an infinite loop of loading the different chunks. In a lot of ways, this isn't too far from the way that it worked in bugs in the past. And I think I speak for everyone in the technical community when I say that there was a lot of rejoicing when we knew that this was in the game to stay. Number 9. While the 1.14 Village and Pillage update brought along a ton of new features, one of the famous ones was crawling, which is, if you set yourself up like so, normally through the help of a trap door, you can actually crawl in 1-block spaces. This is very cool to see, and while you could say that it was based on some of the different modded implementations in the past, as it turns out, it really came into play when 1.9 brought along the Elytra. There, you could pull it off as some form of side effect, which was pretty neat. And then, when we had swimming introduced in 1.13, there was multiple different ways to pull it off. It just made sense to add it into the game. Thankfully, now we have a fully intentional way to get into our 1-block spaces. And more importantly, I think we really gotta pay respects to 1.13 and 1.9 for helping along with this. Number 10. While blaze spawners make for a pretty popular way to get plenty of EXP in the nether, anyone who's ever messed around with a fully automatic gold farm knows that the zombie piglins can offer their fair share. But one of the reasons for that actually bases around a glitch. You see, many people know that the way that their aggression system works is that when they get attacked, they actually get the other people around them angry as well. But what's interesting is that if we kill some of those auxiliary aggro pigmen, even if we don't touch them at all, they still drop EXP. And this is what allowed us to make fully automatic AFK gold farms for EXP in the nether. And now, for the foreseeable future, this is now working as an intended mechanic, which is great for both us and our mending tools. Number 11. If you've ever messed around with the different world generation settings, then you're all too familiar with the idea of an amplified terrain. And if your computer can handle it, it's definitely a spectacle to go and fly around one of these things. Which is why it's all the more curious that something so beautiful was created on accident. As Jeb describes, while working on some terrain generation, they accidentally messed up the coordinates. So not only did Jeb...
Can you beat Brock? Play now.
Order today to get unlimited free deliveries your first 2 weeks. Favor, anything delivered.
You get to add in a very fantastic feature into the game, but nowadays that they're working on the new mountain generation for the Caves and Cliffs update, I'm sure some of those terrain generation mishaps are finally coming in full force in the intentional method, giving Minecraft two very different, but also equally beautiful ways to touch up to the top of the sky. Number 12. For a long time in Minecraft, boats have been somewhat of a laughingstock. And while Mojang has thankfully ironed out the rough spots to make these work better in water, if you've been playing Minecraft long enough, then you know that they do their best work on an ice highway. This method makes for one of the fastest ways to travel in the game. And while their odd propulsion might seem like it's working unintentionally, according to the words right out of Mojang themselves, it actually is working as intended on the bug tracker, which is definitely fortunate for us, and for our nether hubs, because now we get to travel those thousands of blocks in the overworld, not only with style, but also with plenty of speed to back it up. Number 13. It's weird to think about that when elytras were first added into the game, there wasn't a way to make them fly. Rather, they were way more.
These thousands of blocks. But what if I told you a water bucket? So I had the genius idea, you see, I would use it to place a block below so the gravel wouldn't fall. No, I'm kidding, I got told to do that. Minecraft isn't a sandbox game anymore, I have no control over what I can do. But me and Dave over here, yeah, Dave the pig, yeah, we're in this together, you know, so it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, we've reached phase 1, the plains. I figured I'm gonna need some trees, and so I started making an area to grow them and went back to breaking blocks because there's not much else to do right now, actually. And that is when I met Patrick. Yeah. I don't know why I feel the need to name these pigs. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to eat them soon, so I'm just making this harder on myself, aren't I? I'm joking. I'd never eat Dave. But I might eat Patrick. That's a nice moon. Isn't it, Patrick? Yeah. And then Adam the cow spawned. Yeah, Adam. That's his name. Look at this chest. Amazing. Amazing loot. Sassy the sheep. I'm going to stop naming animals and start some real commentary. Anyway, so I continued Charlie the chicken. Charlie the chicken is his name. I'm sorry. That's the last. I swear. That's the last one. I started building this wooden spiral type deal that goes down to my block spawner. Met some more food. I mean friends.
In the video, did you see that?
And then on day 2, I started a farm so I can breed some more friends. Wink, wink. Anyway, more and more cattle kept spawning. And before I knew it, I was overrun, and I was getting concerned as the numbers grew that they may overpower me, you see. So I did what anyone in my position would do, and I confined them to a 6x5 prison, or at least some of them. I don't have any wheat or carrots yet, so the cows and the pigs are still chilling with me. This chest has hearts coming out of it, so it must be really good. Never mind, it's apples. But now we're already on phase 2, the underground. And in this phase, I finally got some cobblestone, and I upgraded my tools, and even started getting drip-fed some ores, like coal and iron. Also, a mushroom spawned, and these guys are like walking food dispensers. You can literally milk mushroom stew from them, which is kind of gross if you think about it for too long. With the iron that I mined, I made some shears and collected some wool to make a bed with, did some more mining and chopping, and then hit the sack. On day 3 I continued expanding my island, and then met my first set of enemies. Now I don't want to be the guy who pulls apart a game that's literally made of blocks, but I don't think it makes much sense that they don't burn just because they're wearing hats. Their arms should be on fire at the very least. Anyways, got another chest, and then some rabbits spawned. Now, I don't know what it is about these guys, but they love jumping off and dying. I'm not even kidding. Like, watch this, you can't even make this up. He's running, and he's dead. This chest had a carrot in it, so I could finally get the pigs into the farm, but no cows. The wheat still hasn't grown. But the trees did, so I used the wood to do some more expanding, and also made a small mob spawner. But it must have been too small, because only this spider spawned. I call him I'm joking. I don't call him anything, he's just a spider. He doesn't get a name. You're just spiders, you don't deserve names. Nah, but these guys are actually pretty chill. I let this one live. I went back to mining and more mobs were spawning, but they weren't a big deal, to be honest. I had enough space now where I could pretty easily defeat them. I even did a little 360 here, look. Look at this. Hey look, more rabbits. I wonder what they're gonna do. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Yep, he's gone. Maybe it's because I told them that there were carrots down in the void. I really shouldn't be laughing at my own jokes. That's hilarious, though. I think we can all appreciate that's just funny. He's stuck. Some more zombies, spiders, and creepers spawned, but they were all dealt with. Then I made my mob spawner a bit bigger, lit the area up. It was working pretty well. When I woke up, they were all burning away, but no bones dropped. So no wheat today either, I guess. Anyway, I got to the end of phase 2 and got a map, which was really cool. Spoiler alert, though. I soon lose this, because I can't be trusted with nice things. We're on phase 3 and it was about time that I built a sapling farm, so that's what I did. Is this done? That's done, right? That's fully grown. I expanded my farm a little and yeah, that's got to be done now, right? I mean, that's done. Yeah. It wasn't. Visible rage. When I woke up on day 6, it was to the burning smell of bones, and this time, they actually dropped some. After a slight disagreement with some creepers, I grabbed them and brought them back to use them as crop steroids, and got enough wheat to gather all of the animals into a pen. But I think I was too late, because I only have one sheep left. RIP to that sheep. He's with the rabbits now. I needed a house, so I decided I'd turn my old tree farm into my house, so I got to work building it, and then something really strange happened. This Enderman didn't fight back. He just sort of stood there and took it. I got an ender pearl though. I don't feel like I deserve it, but I got it. I finished off my house and planted one of these big trees because they give way more wood, and I'm all about that work smart, not hard life. The snow phase was pretty annoying, not gonna lie, since you're just digging snow for most of it, but I did get a man's best friend, so it's the best phase so far. Now we all know that children are the worst mob by far, but these guys come pretty close. I mean, come on, they give you slowness every time they hit you, and they hit me a lot, like an embarrassing amount. Day 8, my big fat tree grew, and it was a beaut. I chopped it all down and named my chests. And with all of the iron I'd mined, I could just about afford an iron chest plate, and then this little guy spawned. He did steal my wood, so I did consider killing him for a second, but I decided against it. I made an iron pickaxe, 2 more foxes spawned, but these guys can jump, and he was looking at Charlie the chicken like he wanted to eat him, so I had to kill him. But I did feel bad about it. Like not that bad, but there was something there. And good job I did too, because he stole some of my gold. Another good boy spawned, and I finished the day with some body temperature stew. Body temperature stew. Day 9 rolled around, and I don't trust this guy. I don't trust him. I'm gonna let him live, okay, but I don't trust him. Oh, okay, well, never mind. Never mind then, that ends that. Listen, I'm not gonna interfere with the perfect balance of Mother Nature. That's completely out of my control. By this point, I had a pack of dogs, and I was going to need them, because my first monster party started. I had no idea what to expect, and so I ran for some help for my dogs. That was a bad idea. They died. Well, all but one, but for some reason he sat this one out. I don't blame him. That's true survival instinct, and I respect that. But from now on, I promised I'd never involve a dog in one of my battles again. They're my battles, and I'm not going to let anyone else do the dirty work for me, apart from this polar bear killing the foxes, because that's just really helpful and also quite funny. Also, look how fast this guy is. He's like the Flash until he died. Day 10 and I already broke my promise. No, I'm joking. I don't know how he got out, but it's okay, he survived. We reached phase 4, which is an ocean phase. Apparently strange creatures lurk in the endless deep water. But I decided to hit these strange creatures into the void by making a conveniently placed hole. Now this may seem like cheating, but it barely ever works, and only on some mobs. So don't worry, you'll still get to see me go through a lot of pain, like a lot. I made a ladder entrance to the top of my house, and on day 11 I woke up with a polar bear and started work on a bigger farm, and continued right into day 12. Now one thing you need to know about my building is that I literally make stuff up as I go along. I have no plan of any sort, and I just start placing blocks, and it usually looks very bad at first, and then as I go along, it looks slightly less bad, and you'll see this a lot. On day 13, I started to build a lookout tower so that I can look out on my vast, endless land, you know? It's a strange looking tower, but it's my tower. Mine and Dave's. Day 14, I got my first turtle and realised he has nowhere to go other than this infinite water supply, so I thought I'd make a pool for him. So I got to work building it, and while I was mining for materials, I got my first diamond. Big move. A squid spawned, and squids don't breathe oxygen, and so he was slowly dying, so I thought I'd put him out of his misery, but I ended up just giving him, well, an even more painful death. But my heart was in the right place, and that's the main thing, right? Oh, I kicked this guy off, he didn't even try. I caught one of these salmon and put him in a puddle. I carried on work on the pool and spent the rest of the day mining and saving fish. Day 15 and one of these guys spawned. I've forgotten what they're called, but well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. They kept spawning, but they also kept jumping off. So I just ran inside and waited until they yeeted themselves off my island. It was a pretty good system, to be honest. Remember what I said about working smart, not hard? In my first good chest, I got a trident, and I used it to hit this pufferfish for poisoning me, but then decided I'd save him instead. It was a quick change of heart, but then he poisoned me again. So now I'm definitely going to kill him. Carried on saving more fish, but not this guy. I think he was bigger than the others, but I don't know. I might be making that up, but either way, he gave me mining fatigue 3 for 5 minutes, and it felt like 5 hours. I'm not kidding, I was looking at fish for entertainment. I was back to mining on day 16, and some dolphins spawned. I didn't really know what to do here. Do I kill them? Do I save them? Anyway, I got distracted with this green thing and forgot all about it. Another monster party had started, and yeah, that happened, yeah. I paused the game to try and figure out a way of saving myself, even though I knew I couldn't, and I was just in complete denial about the whole thing, but finally I accepted death's cold embrace and lost everything. But when I respawned, all the mobs had gone. So that's something, I guess. Yeah, this guy didn't fight back either. So I just hit him. I just hit him with a pickaxe until he died. Day 17 was just horrible and rainy and mobs started spawning, so I thought I'd just sleep it off. Day 18 and I got my first music chest. Yeah! I'm not gonna use any of this stuff, but I did get some better gear in this chest. And then I completed the phase, and we're on to 5, the jungle dungeon. Ooh. Finished the pool, filled it with blocks, and then put water over the top and broke the blocks. Then I decorated it with some plants and put all the fishes in. I made some more area around the pool too, so the turtles don't fall off, and then push them in. I also made a channel of dirt so that I can grow more grass if I need to. I did get given a grass block, but I don't know where that went. Day 20 I met some birdies and then some of these guys spawned. I forgot what they're called too. Fairies? Angry fairies? Fairies that need a day off? I'm not sure, but I started growing some sugarcane and then got a chest with some vines in it and planted them on my tower. And that is when I met Chonka the panda, my best friend. You may not think he's my best friend because I just hit him really hard with an axe, but that was only because I was confused for a second and I felt really bad after. So I pushed him in my house, where he can be nice and safe. Day 21 I was admiring my fish when I noticed one of them had tried to do a runner and suffocated on the hot wood planks. I don't know what happened here though, in all seriousness, it makes no sense. Then 2 witches spawned, and this is where the hole really shines. Witches stand no chance. If they had stats, it would be damage 10, speed 0. Also I got a ghast spawn egg, but I'm going to save that for when I'm bored. A horse, and another witch spawned, bye bye. Also 2 more parrots. I placed some more storage, made some more armor, and then on day 22 I started collecting wood to make my mob spawner. This took ages to make because I had to keep stopping to follow a YouTube tutorial, and also because I got trapped up here. I could hear about 900 mobs had spawned below me. But I had this wandering trader to keep me company. He didn't have anything that I wanted, apart from leads. So I had to kill them, I had to. Needed the leads. I used up all of my wood, so I was forced to escape. I jumped down dream style, broke both of my legs, and then went to bed. On day 25 I had some breakfast and sheesh, okay, yeah, that's a lot of mobs. I ended up spending most of the day hitting them off with snowballs, but eventually I did get back up there and finish it off, and it worked super well. On day 26 another monster party had started. I tried hitting them off, but it just didn't really work. Then I learned that using a bow was pretty good at taking down the fairies. That is when I can aim. I went to bed with Chonka, and on day 27 I was back to it, mining and hitting stuff and shooting stuff.
Hey, so guys, I got myself time. Bought myself some time to a little bit. We only need this. So yeah. Let's play this game. I love this game. Usually I like the cobalt. No, why always potato mode? Do I have to play? Let's just do classic, and that has... I'm sad. Now I got a regular pack. Có cái cơm với quay một mình luôn.
Được rồi, bỏ đến ăn cơm đi con ạ.
Con ăn cả 2 cái được.
Không.
Con được sao để làm? Hello. Okay, you took that. You can take that. What did bags drop? Oh, they don't drop anything. He missed this. Okay, gotta break everything. I'm gonna break everything. Okay, small pack. I got a regular pack, which I don't know what we'll do. Yes. And I have more of this.
Con ơi!
Con ăn nè. kêu con.
Mẹ lá đó.
Hello? Hello? No! Oh, wait, I think that's a good. No, orange died? Oh, that's orange. No. No, I'm so sorry, orange. I don't know, blue. It's just standing there. No, I'm not really worried. I think we're already in the middle. How did...
Mẹ lá này.
Is he gonna die again? Wait a minute. Oh, I can punch him. Boom, boy. Now I'm gonna stay here and get some more guns and some more ammo. Garage, no thanks. I don't need a garage right now. Wait, there's a one. Okay, that's all I need right now. So, yeah. Để cho YouTube mình có tiếng được nè. Tại vì con đang try lên 1 million subscriber mẹ ơi. So, I'm trying to get to 1 million subscribers. Get some money. We don't really have a lot of money. Ah! Yes, I do want a force camo. And then I also have this heavy weapon. It's a heavy one. Oh. Okay. We died.
Come on, come on!
Thank you, everyone.
Go, 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 go!
We died.
What the? Huh?
Puzzles and survival. Play now for free.
Con đắng.
Thêm cơm không?
Không. Thôi kìa.
Hả?
Chút thôi.
Chút cà phê không? Được chưa? Rồi.
Ui.
Mẹ cất gì hả?
Gross. Let's see what this is. What? wanted that axe. Well, I'm going to see what does anyone have. Let's see if anyone has an axe we could kill.
No, I died again.
I just got paid today. Check this out right here. Here, since I broke your phone, I'll give you $1,000. Here, you can just take however much that is.
I don't really care. I just have to get through this.
Bingo!
Oh. Potato. I hate that potato mode. I like cobalt mode. Gimme, 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 gimme. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so stocked up. Give me this. Không có phải coi luôn. Let's get stocked up on supplies.
Con quay mà con để mẹ đã, con lên đây bắt ai em coi đâu.
Nó không có, phải lên Facebook. Em muốn cho yên vậy nha guys. Nó ra biết coi đang ăn luôn. Give me this. 15. I can only hold 15. I'm not so good. Why is there...
Rồi chưa? Ăn rồi chưa?
Có chút nữa nè. Con... Okay, we got mines because I don't have any protection. I need a helmet and a backpack. These. What did these do? Let's see. Oh man, he got burglar.
Ăn nè. Có màu đỏ.
I'm red. Da ba dee da ba die. It looks like they're almost gonna need some help down there. Okay, we won. Oh, I know this swordplay game. It's always these playable ads. Let's battle, boys. Mhm. Come on, let's go, boys. Trắng.
Round over.
Đăng giấy.